Okay, I think my phone is stable. Hi, guys. Welcome to another amazing evening of art and crafting and random banter on Art Throwdown. It's Thursday, August 20th. I can't believe it. I don't know where August is going, but here we are, and we're back for another night of, crafts and stuff, all the usual stuff. For anybody that is just joining us or joining us in the future, we are here Monday through Friday, weeknights, most weeknights, at 10 p.m. Eastern. So we're usually here for an hour, and then Instagram will kick us off. So, hello, good
Hello.
evening.
Good evening. That
How you doing? What's
was my vampire voice. Good evening.
You don't have the coat, man. You need the special vampire coat.
No, I'll leave that up to Billy Porter.
That coat is just, I'm still fascinated by the coat. Anyway, all
Who
right.
is Geoscience, by the way?
GeoCities.
GeoCities. I have no
Okay,
idea what that was.
GeoCities, does anyone else out there remember this? This was from the late 90s. It was one of those free website creation service websites that you could go to and make your own website. And this was back in the day when you'd have a bunch of like spinning animated GIFs and like,
Is that the correct pronunciation? They're GIFs?
I call them GIFs. Some people
No, I
call
don't.
them
I'm
GIFs.
truly asking. I don't know.
GIFs are GIFs. People
Okay,
use them
got it.
interchangeably. I call them GIFs.
GIFs. Okay, cool.
But yeah, it was back in the very early dawn of the internet when, a lot of the websites looked very primitive at the time and they were like a couple of colors and like some random sparkly things. Like, I don't know, that's what the background of the video reminded me of. I was like,
Okay,
whoa, it looks like GeoCities.
okay.
For those
So
of you who had
you weren't the
GeoCities websites. So,
well, you weren't the other only one because that was in the commentary of that video that was posted. So that's the reason why I didn't. I had no idea what the reference was. But
GeoCities. Yeah, yeah,
so we
yeah.
have Moonlight Clover here, your friend, and
Hello.
Mason's mom, if I remember correctly. Is that
Yes,
right?
yes, yes, that's right.
Ashley is here. I thought you were on. I thought you were driving somewhere, Ashley. But welcome.
She's trying to escape from her
Got it.
family. No, I don't know.
Um,
If she chooses
oh,
to join us
she
during her
says,
vacation, that's cool.
"Psych, I may be able to stay for a bit." Oh, great. We're
Oh,
glad to have you.
cool.
Nick is here. Welcome, Nick. Nan is here. We have Heidi and Trisha. Nunska is here.
Hello.
Uh, Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Thursday night edition, as Allison said in the opening of the Art Throwdown.
Yeah. So, what have you got
But you
lined
were
up?
saying you
Yeah.
can't believe it's August or end of
It's
August or something, right?
August just, I don't know, August just crept in here and it's like, bye, and it's almost gone. And
Well,
I don't know how that happened.
it's just amazing. In 1 week, we'll already be in September, and this whole
No.
yeah,
I'm looking at my calendar.
yeah, because next week is the week of the 26th. It's amazing. Carrie is here. Welcome. Vicky 56 PC is here. Welcome, Vicky.
There's only
Uh,
11 days left in August.
I know.
Just saying.
Vicky, I believe, if I have this correctly, is joining us from India, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
If
wow.
this is the right Vicky I'm thinking
If
of, or maybe I'm
true,
thinking
that's
of a
really
different Vicky.
cool. Well, even if it's not
Yeah.
true,
If
you're
not, you're
still
welcome,
absolutely
Vicky.
welcome.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Um, but no, it's just we'll be in the last month of the third quarter. We're going to be in a pretty,
It's almost Q4. Yeah, it's
yeah, it's
crazy this
crazy.
year.
This year, I mean, with the pandemic and everything, is just the year that wasn't. That's the thing that we were talking about that at work today. Is just that
Yeah.
where 2020 is the year that wasn't, and all the surprises and all the big reveals that we're going to have in 2020, and it just was a non-issue because everything else was taken up by COVID, and it
It
was just like,
really,
yeah,
really.
seriously, and it's just, and we're all going to be using this particular year, like many of us did for 9/11, as a year of reference. Like, I remember in 2020 this, and I remember the COVID this, and I
Yeah.
remember,
Yeah. Oh, yes. So Vicky recognizes that you did indeed change your account
yeah,
name. She was searching for a week for you.
I think Vicky is a he, if I remember.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yeah, Vicky, that's absolutely correct. My accounts were hacked and then hijacked, and so I had to. start new accounts because we're still trying to recover. Phil is here. Welcome, Phil. And so I've been trying to recreate all of my followers that I had from memory and from postings from afar. So I'm slowly but surely getting people back, but it's a slow going because I have no reference unless I either have sent you correspondence and I'm going from my address book, my electronic address book. But I was lazy. I will have to say I was lazy on some of those entries and didn't list everyone's Instagram handle.
I feel like
So
though this is
yeah,
one of those things that over time will very slowly like
right.
sort itself out. As soon as people
I'm
see,
right.
you're connected to all these other
Exactly.
people
And
by
so
proxy, they'll be like, "Oh wait, is that his new account?" And maybe
right.
they'll
So
find
and
you that way.
that's what I've been doing is I've been trolling all the people that I know and then trolling all the
It's
people
like
they're
friending all of
following.
their friends to
Exactly,
get your friends
exactly.
back.
So yeah, so
Yeah, what a
but it's
process,
a slow
man.
process. It is, but thank you for your concern. Everything is fine. I'm physically fine. It's just a lot of jumping through hoops that I'm having to go through now. But thank you for your concern. But I am fine. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to reach you to tell you what was going on. So, but thank you
And
for
he's
your
still posting
diligence.
stamps, though. I mean, I saw
Yeah,
you had those innovation stamps at Looking at Stamps
right,
just up. Now, is that,
right.
I got to ask, is that a
So
new drop?
right, it is. It came out today.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to
And
get me some of
so
those holograms.
these these are them. And so depending, as you can see, depending on the light hits it, it's like a holographic foil on
Those
it.
are
I'll show those to
beautiful.
you up.
I
They're
need
interesting.
those.
They're not my favorite stamp because as you can see, the print it's hard to focus with this in this
Yeah,
situation. But it's Dorothy Lowe has joined. Welcome, Dorothy.
Dorothy.
It's that the printing is so tiny that it's hard to read it unless it's magnified.
Mm-hmm.
And then unless someone tells you what the image is, you really can't tell what it is. So I think that's where they missed the boat on this particular. Jen is here. Welcome, Jen.
I think I may still
Is
buy them though, just by
oh,
virtue of the
absolutely.
fact that it has holograms, and I'm all about
It,
holographic
it does
things.
have some wow factor on it. So and I think a lot of people will go to USPS to find out what it is, kind of thing. But I think they missed an opportunity, and the back is plain. They could have put
Boo.
writing on the back to where it explains what was on the front, kind of thing.
Yep.
But Patty's here. Welcome, Patty. But I think a lot of people will be adding them because of the bling factor and because that holograph
It had me at
kind of foil.
holograph. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I
Well,
gotta
I
get
know
me some sheets.
you're a sparkly, shiny person, so yeah, I knew that you would be
Yes.
in on this. But there's a lot of interest in this. I think a lot of people will be interested, and another reason why a lot of people are interested is because this was an unannounced issue, so there was nothing. Yeah, this was the
Ooh.
secret. This is the second of the three secret um, stamp sets. So yeah, so this was new to everybody. So there was
So
caused a
they
lot of
snuck that one
buzz.
out, didn't
They did.
they?
They did.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. Have to
Um,
stock up on those.
yeah.
Got to get
So
me some
definitely.
holograms. And Anna and Rhonda just joined, and Moonlight Clover says those are nifty stamps.
Yeah.
I definitely have
So
to get some.
you can get a close-up view. I did a photographic view on my profile, and so I just did that before we came on, and then I just now posted the um, episode 206 of the Looking at Stamps. But
Cool.
there's my green tongue just for Nan.
Jolly Ranchers?
So, yep.
It's got to be Jolly Ranchers.
Patty said she wasn't going to buy those until just now seeing them. I think, and I know I belabor this point, and I don't mean to. It's just it's one of the reasons why I do that particular series is so that you could see them, so that you could then enjoy them and decide if you want to add them to your collection or not. So that was the whole catalyst of the Looking at Stamps videos. So
Like, I know this is blasphemous to say because I know a lot of you guys out there are all on to the Bugs Bunny stamps, but I would, if you gave me a choice, I would stock up on those holograms right there because they're so
yeah,
flashy.
it's a different stamp,
It's a
and
definitely a different style of stampage.
I had this I just had this conversation with someone who didn't like the Bugs Bunny, and just like too kitschy and stuff like that. And I said, and I was explaining, you have to have a wide variety of stamps so that people would still want stamps, and so there's something out there for
There
everyone for
is.
you to find. So so if you don't like the Bugs Bunny,
Ashley
then go
doesn't
for the
like it
innovation.
either. Just
Yeah.
saying.
But I think there are enough of them out there. Um, so so just stick with it, and the USPS needs all of our help. And the one ways we can help is to buy stamps.
Sounds
So
good to me. I'll
yeah,
definitely do that.
so yeah, but there's something out there for everyone this year, in terms of new stamp releases. So
I mean, just
uh,
think about think about this stylistically. Like, I take my jelly roll paper, make a
I
jelly roll
love that one
envelope,
too.
and then I slap one of those holographic stamps on there. It's like,
Yeah,
woo!
yeah.
So it definitely has a woo factor. So that's what I'm doing tonight,
Um,
by the way.
so we uh, Patty says she wasn't going to buy these until she saw them just now. Um, Rhonda says great stamps. Heidi says didn't say anything about the hologram on their website, did they? They did not. That was one of the surprises. They want to allure people into
They want to
the
create some
stamp.
buzz. That's actually an
They
interesting way to
do.
do so.
Yeah. So they purposely did not mention. They're not listing a lot of the stylistic things on the website. For example, tomorrow's thank you stamps is a series of four. It's the same stamp, but in four colorways, and but it has the words "thank you" and some of the decorative features are done in gold foil, so it shines and pops out. The words
That
"thank you"
sounds
shine and
really,
pop
so it
out.
has like a little golden embossing to it almost.
Exactly,
That sounds
exactly.
beautiful.
Yeah, and so for a thank you postcard or a thank you stamp, I think that's going to be a nice addition. And think about putting something like that on a bridal suite when you send out your thank you cards for your
Or
bridal
for
gifts.
holidays too. I mean, the gold
Exactly.
embossing. I'm feeling a
Yeah,
holiday vibe. I haven't seen them yet, but it feels kind of
yeah,
holiday-ish.
yeah, exactly. Trisha says that someone on Instagram asked if it's time to add 2020 to our swear word vocabulary. I think. Was it you or Frank that said peak 2020 should be a new term? Or is it peak?
That's definitely Frank. I did not say
Yeah,
that, but that's like Frank
yeah,
level clever.
yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely Frank, not me.
Patty says that the USPS should do better marketing on their products. Yeah, it's hit or miss because the thing is it's a captive audience. So people that are into stamps will get into it, so they don't necessarily feel the need to market them outside of those avenues because a lot of people, to be quite honest with you, a lot of people are just going to go up to their postal worker at their station, even if they do that, and say, "What do you got for stamps?" And they'll just give them whatever's available. They're just like,
Yeah,
"We got these, we got these, we got Bugs Bunnies. Which one do you want?" It's for the aficionados and the collectors that
that tends
they
to be
do
my
their marketing.
experience at our local post office. It's like, do you want a sheet of
Yeah,
lilies? I'm like,
yeah,
no, I want
no,
some
yeah,
bling, please.
yeah.
So
Um, um, Nick says she wasn't very interested in the innovation stamps, so she saw them.
Russ is a
So
great enabler, isn't he?
I am. Um,
Llamas and snail stamps. Ooh, we need more like little animal friends on our stamps. Some of the stamps from other countries, I got to be honest, are just adorable. And there was
yeah,
one you posted with the Gruffalo on it. I don't. Was it
yeah.
Germany?
That's Germany. Yeah.
Oh my God, I was drooling over it. I'm like, I'm not
Well,
even
that
that big into stamps. I'm like, I want some Gruffalo, man.
that was an anniversary stamp. It was like the 50th anniversary of that book or that creature or whatever it is. But that was a German stamp, and Giddy joined that with the if you remember the Gruffalo with the German Sesame Street stamp. It was a
Yes,
great
I was like, that's
combination
such a
together.
clever combo of
Yeah,
stamps.
yeah. Oh, Nick says that the artist for the thank you stamp is Japanese American. So it's AAPI year, it seems, um, with the Ruth Asawa stamp that
Yes,
came
that's
out
right.
set. Yeah.
And Nan says, I just went to look up on those stamps on the USPS, and there is a notice saying that due to high volume, there is a 3 to 5 day delay on those holographic
But
stamps.
that's not true. Um, there's a
Really?
three to there's a 3 to 5 day delay because of mail slowdown and because of processing of requests, not because there's a
Ah,
run on this particular stamp set. So that all USPS orders are in a 3 to 5 day delay,
plot
not
twist.
just
I
for
was the one who ordered
yeah.
them all.
Right.
I mean, not totally
But
far fetched.
Nick says she's going to order 10 sheets. I'm not far behind you. I picked up
I'm gonna
two
drop some
today,
cash on
and I
those. Not
had
gonna
ordered
lie.
five already. So
Well, thanks
I
for
will order.
enabling us.
I will be ordering. I ordered 5 sets of the thank you stamps, and I'll be getting more as well because those are going to be very useful in
Super
my
useful.
yeah. So um, um, yes, Nan, absolutely. People are buying stamps, and they're figuring out one way in which to do it. Um,
That's encouraging though. Like that gives me hope in society that people are snail mailing more again. Like I don't know. Like let's bring back some old school stuff that everybody loved that went away.
well, I still pay my bills by mail. I don't pay any bills by electronic.
I still pay some by mail just because I'm traditional in that way.
Yeah. But yeah. Um, Patty says she got her Bugs Bunny stamps this week, so yeah, they've slowed. So
So, Patty, were they all that they were cracked up to be? Like, are you happy with your purchase of Bugs Bunny stamps? I'm just checking. Just checking.
I am because I have the last Bugs Bunny stamp, and so it's fun to pair the two. Someone
Wait, there
very
was a
creatively,
previous release of these
yeah,
things?
yeah.
I think I
And
missed that.
there was a whole Looney Tunes release. So there's Tweety and Sylvester. There's Porky Pig.
Oh.
There is Roadrunner. There is Janet's here. Welcome, Janet.
Hey, Janet.
Um,
Good evening.
so Patty says she got 2 sheets, one to keep and one to use. And another reason why I bought extras of them because that's going to be very popular, I think, in post crossing. That a lot of people will ask for those particular stamps because they're not going to have access to them overseas or internationally. So
True.
that's gonna be. And the other nice thing is that you compare them together for international postage. So what I did is, if you go back on my Instagram profile, I did a post of 5 different pairings of those stamps based upon themes, and then you compare it with the 10-cent stamp. I'm using the pairs, the red pairs, to send international. So there's a drag Bugs Bunny. There's two, drag Bugs Bunnies that you can put together. There are two all American Bugs Bunnies you can put together. There's two.
There's a drag Bugs
Yeah,
Bunny? I missed
there's
that.
there's two Bugs Bunnies where Bugs Bunny is dressed in drag. One as a mermaid and one as Broomhilda
Okay.
from the opera. And so so you can have fun that way as well. Someone very creatively, and I can't take. I'm definitely going to replicate this, but I can't take the credit. Paired up a Bugs Bunny with a carrot stamp from the new fruits and vegetables, and
Oh,
it was the
that's
funniest pairing. And
clever.
it was very, very clever. And I think it was probably one of our people, one of our ATD people that did it. That it was
I
just
would not be
so
surprised.
clever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so clever, and I'm definitely going to steal that because there are two Bugs Bunnies that have carrot. He's chewing on a carrot kind of thing, and so they joined it with the carrot stamp from the fruits and vegetables. I love the fruit and vegetables. I love that stamp set. I am buying 5 more sets. It's one of the ones that I'm going to have multiples of for years and years. I just think that's a gorgeous stamp set. That old style, Dutch painting style of still life. Yeah,
Are those holographic
uh,
Halloween stamps still available?
they're supposed to be available again this year. They will
Yes.
be available again closer to the Halloween time.
Got to get me some of
Uh,
those. I
I
ran
don't.
out, never
I think
rebought
they're
them.
offline now, but they're supposed to be available again later in the year.
Okay.
But I will check in for that. There was a new stamp that was available for pre-order. I think it's the Mayflower. That's it. It's the Mayflower. Oh, that turned. Let's see that again. That's lovely. I like that a lot.
Whee! And I got the
And I think
contrasty
what I
green.
like about the way that you stamped it with the stencil, you have that border, the natural border. Yeah,
Yes.
right there. That really sets that off. And look how well that looks on your envelope because that border is consistent all the way around.
It
And
goes with the natural borders of the envelope
yeah,
fold, which I didn't
yeah.
intend
And
to
so
do, but I'm
that's
like, that looks
right.
kind of buttoned up.
That's fantastic. Yeah. And can we see the front again?
Sure.
Yeah. That's stunning. That is a great envelope. Well done, you.
Well done, my
Yeah.
kids. My older daughter made this one.
Oh, really? Yes. Give her props for us.
There's a
I
bunch of
that's
Tangelo and dark red, and she kind of
yeah.
blended them together.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's where this one came from. And you can see
Props to her.
there's little splotches of green because we did a green one prior, so some of that
Hmm.
stayed on the jelly plate. So it
But
gave her
that's
some
good because that's
character.
a nice. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I'm behind. I was admiring your envelope. I was behind. Um, let's see.
Oh,
Oh,
Patty says they are available.
Nick just said that. Yeah, she ordered some Halloween stamps as well. They are available.
Dude, I
Um,
gotta make a note to do this.
yeah.
Halloween
Um,
stamps.
so Heidi says that she did get some online. So get them now. Um,
Get them while they're there.
and yeah, exactly. Because we don't know how much longer the pumpkins were available for 3 seasons, and so I think that's going to be the natural cycle. Either that, or they're trying to sell them now because they're going to have something come up at the end of the
Like,
year.
wouldn't it be
Yeah.
amazing if some like vintage looking Monster Mash type, like from the
Oh,
1960s
yeah.
style, like Halloween art came out? Wouldn't that be
That'd be
insane?
great.
I
Yeah.
would stock up. Just saying,
Yeah.
if that happened.
But they do have the classic monster series that you can use for Halloween as well. And those
Monster
old,
series.
yeah, those old like the vampire series. They have vampires, werewolves, creature from the Black Lagoon that you can use as well. Our friend Eric from Best Wishes, Eric uses the Sleepy Hollow stamp, that orange and blue stamp.
That one I've definitely
That's
seen.
yeah.
But so there is
Um,
the Monsters series still out there available?
no, you can get them from third party, but you can get them at face value or below face value if you want. So go on eBay and get them. They're
No
readily
way.
available.
What is the
Yeah.
series called?
Uh, classic movie monsters or something like that.
Oh my God, I need this in my life.
Yeah, look for them. You should be able to get them at at face value or below face value. They've fallen out of not order, out of consequence, so they're not as
Oh my God. And
readily.
there's a Bella Lugosi. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I have to get them. And this is
Um,
coming from the girl who likes to watch Svengoolie like Saturday nights. So
yeah.
those are gonna be, I'm gonna be all over those. Those sound great.
Janet says, "Is there a Barbara Streisand stamp to put with Bugs Bunny?" There is not. There's not, as far as I know. There's not a Barbara Streisand stamp. Um, so uh, Janet says she loves her stickers and the fantastic envelope that came in.
Oh, glad you
Nan says
like.
fantastic envelope.
Thank you guys. Glad you
Um,
like.
so
I'm gonna point down so I'm not being
yeah,
rude.
you're not being rude.
So I'm just like talking and you guys can't see what I'm doing. So you know.
So what is everyone else working on? I would love to know what you're working on, or we can just talk stamps all night long.
I mean, I feel like that's
You
a
know
topic we
me.
can talk about for
Yeah.
hours.
Oh, I could. Yeah. Whoops. I lost my flip light.
Oh
There we
no.
go. I'm back. Yeah, I those classic movie monsters are really good.
Those sound incredible. I have to go check them out.
They're I want to say they're like 32-cent stamps maybe.
Okay.
Um so you can use that in a 3-cent stamp to get a postcard stamp. But yeah.
Is the 3 cent stamp, isn't that the one that has like the little jeweled necklace or something?
Well, there's a whole bunch of them. Um, Rhonda's watching the convention right now. There's a whole bunch of 3-cent stamps.
Okay.
There are the fruit series, which is out. I don't know if that's the lemons or if that's the grapes, but there are those out. Peace, Love, and Postcards is joined. Welcome.
Hello.
and remind me, uh, what's her name again? Does anybody?
Peace, love, and postcards.
That's right.
Oh no.
I forgot.
I
Sorry.
did too. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So Nick is saying she's using Mr. George and typing up some stuff for a booklet right now.
Very
Great.
nice.
Um, Patty says you're probably thinking of the turquoise necklace stamp,
Yes, ma'am.
Allison.
That's exactly what I'm
Um,
thinking of.
yeah. Um, Anna says she's watching the convention as well. Bo's tribute to his father was outstanding. I thought Bo isn't Bo. Which one died? Didn't he have a son that died? And wasn't I thought that was Bo that died? Maybe not. Maybe am I making that up? Alana. Yes, thank you, Alana. Thank you, Phil, for filling us in. Alana is peace, love, and
Ah,
postcards.
thank you. Thank you.
Uh,
You have to show
I'm
up like
so
a few
sorry.
times and then I'll remember your
Yeah,
name for
yeah.
sure.
Patty is shopping for stamps as we speak.
Ooh la la.
Just call me the enabler. Um,
Patty, if you see anything on there that looks unique or that we don't know about, let us know. I'm always curious to know what's up on that site.
so Hunter's alive. Bo died. That's right. Okay, so how are they doing? Oh,
Is it a tribute to Bo? And it's
was it a tribute to Bo, or is it a montage of what Bo has had to say about his dad? I'm a little confused, but yes.
wait a minute, when did he die? Was this
This was during.
recent?
No, this was during. That's why he didn't run for the last election, because Bo had just died and he was
Oh.
still mourning
Oh my
and
gosh.
couldn't give 100% to the campaign. So that's why he did not run the last term. So Patty, let me know which apples you're talking about that are $30. I have a whole bunch of different apples series. So let me know if you can give me a Scott number or a description of the apples that you're referring to, because I have a whole bunch. Phil say Hunter is the cokehead. I don't know what that means. Um, um, the 1 cent, yes, Patty, I have those. I have a whole coil of them. So if you want them, let me know how many you want, and I will sell them to you at face value and for a forever stamp postage.
This is where you should start advertising your own stamp subscription service. I'm pretty sure you'd
I
have
mean,
some
I've thought
takers.
about it. And
Like you could curate people's stamps
yeah,
and stuff.
but it is a lot of effort. But yeah. Um, so Heidi is mesmerized by the envelope maker. She says that she's in jet lag at the moment. So
Wait,
and
Patty,
then
you don't have. Hold on. Does Patty have an envelope maker? Do you have one of these, Patty?
I don't no, not Patty. That was Heidi.
Oh, Heidi.
Heidi is memorized by the envelope maker. She's got
Who's
jet lag.
Heidi? Oh.
I
Heidi
don't.
is Max and co-post. Okay, sorry.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So Rhonda wants to know. I'm sorry, Janet wants to know where you've been, Heidi. Patty says Heidi's been in New York City, but I don't think she's been here yet. I know she. Heidi does not have one yet. She says, and
Ah.
big emphasis on the word because she did a ... yet. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, so emphasis on the yet. So we may be enabling her as well. Oh, she.
Ashley got hers for a very reasonable price
Yeah.
on it on Amazon a few months ago. So they may still be on
Um.
sale.
So Heidi, you've made it out to the. Oh, I got it. I got it. She's here on the East Coast now, and she's recovering from jet lag. That's what it is.
Oh.
Yeah. So she's yeah, because she and I are going to have a meetup while she's here. So
Like in person?
in person, yeah,
Oh my God, I'm so envious. What the heck?
yeah. We're going to try to go. We're going to meet up at least because I have to give her some postcards. But
If that was
we
me, I would be meeting up for like the most awesome sweet and sour chicken at your favorite Chinese restaurant. Just saying.
We are. I mean, we're gonna. We're trying to fit into the schedule to have to dine together.
Like,
Yeah,
priorities. Big
we're
priorities.
definitely. Um,
That's awesome.
she'll be in New York in a week and a half. She is
Envious.
moving Arden into her dorm for the college season that's coming up.
Ah,
So
I think we talked about
yeah,
this.
yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to touching base with her. If not, we'll just meet at the theater and say hello and give virtual hugs. This is how we. This is how we. It's hard to see. This is how we hug in New York. We do the monster hugs, like the Bela Lugosi hugs.
That is funny, but
Yeah,
like you don't
that's how we hug.
make contact. You
No,
just
no, we do it for 6 feet social distance. We do it 6 feet apart. So we throw our arms out in the air and curve them like
okay.
we're hugging, and then we do that to each other 6 feet away. So that's the
Aw,
virtual. That's the New York virtual hug. Yeah, and it's catching on. It's kind of funny to see people do it on the streets.
that's
But
very
yeah,
cute. That's very
yeah, it is.
cute.
It is. That was a Frozen thing, by the way. We developed that at Frozen because all the actors were coming back to the theater to clear out their dressing rooms. And so that's something we developed as a way to give each other a hug. So that's our virtual hug.
This one feels very Christmassy.
I
You got
like
the
that
red
one
and
too.
green. Got your red and green on here.
But you know what? What really works are those natural borders and the way you. Oh, I like the inside of that
I'm like,
one.
look, it's very
Yeah,
Christmassy. I did not intend for it, but I just try to match up the reds and greens, and then this happened. Yeah.
yeah. Nan, I'm with you. Nan says she misses real hugs.
Me
I miss hugs and
too.
kisses. Yeah, yeah, I'm right there with you. Uh, Patty says she's sorry, but she saw any of us in real life, she would give us a real hug. Yeah, yeah.
That one's
And Patty says, "I'm sorry, that was Janet.
Janet.
Sorry. Yeah." Patty says that's pretty.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Here it is again. Woo!
that's my that someone did that a long time. You're pretty. And that's so every time I see those two words, that's how I have to say it. It's so funny. I think it was either some TV show or some movie or something. You're pretty. Yeah. So I've been doing that for years. And it's so random that something like that can bring back such a memory. And that's what all this is about. Just hanging out with each other. It's like you could do the most random thing and then just memories flood back. That's what I loved about doing interviews. I like that one too.
This
I
one's
like them
got, I call
all.
this one Creature from the Black Lagoon. Like, look at it's got like,
It does look like creature scales. It
it
looks like
does. It's
yeah,
got like the
yeah.
green creature scales or something. Huh. Anyway, so I've got this. It's got some splashes of red, and I've got some red for the interior.
That's a nice combo
So,
as well. I like the
yeah.
pattern on pattern. That's the thing I like about
Yeah, if you look really
because
closely, you can see the double double stamp.
that's exactly a tree shade. That's Forrest Gump, where
That's
he talks
right.
to where he talks to the girl that he marries. Janet was it?
Jenna.
What's Janet? Janet, yes.
Jenna.
Um, you're pretty. Yeah, yeah. That's funny. Uh,
I haven't seen that
Patty
movie in
says
a
she
long
missed
time.
it. How did you make the pattern? So that
Ah,
is. Go ahead. I'll let you.
so none of you guys saw how I made the pattern, but I actually used this is heavier weight paper that I started with. And actually, maybe since tomorrow is Friday, I will do some jelly rolling if you guys want to see it. But I used a heavier weight paper. This paper is for paints. So it's a medium to heavyweight paper. I put a stencil on top of this, a plastic stencil, and then I squirted some apple barrel craft acrylic paint in a couple different places, and I took an ink brayer and I went and
And do you have
then
to actually say that? You have to go. Yeah.
yeah, and then
Okay. Okay.
then you lift it off. You have
Right.
lift off, and then it creates these kind of funky patterns like this, or like this, depending on how you do it.
But it doesn't work unless you go that.
You have to make
Yeah.
the noise,
Yeah.
or it doesn't
Exactly.
cooperate.
Someone was supposed to show us said stencils today,
Oh
but
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I
So we'll have
can
to definitely do that tomorrow. We're definitely interested
I'm gonna
tomorrow.
throw
I would
that
love
down
a
on my list for
yeah.
tomorrow.
I would love a live demo of that. I love watching you on your jelly roll.
It's very
Yeah.
therapeutic. It's
Yeah.
actually very fun.
Yeah.
P.S. I had a crazy dream last night. In my dream, and I woke up laughing, like half laughing and half confused, and but mostly annoyed at my dream because there was so much inefficiency going on in it. But in my dream, I lost Pepito, and I was in a okay. I was in a
Oh
hotel. I can't
wow.
believe I had this dream. It was so stupid. I'm in a hotel all by myself. I must have been working or like I was on the
Right.
road for some work thing. Okay. I had Pepito with me. It was sitting on like the main bureau in the hotel room. I leave to check out. And a couple of hours later, it occurs to me that it was not with me. And I'm like, oh my God, I left my premium mouse puppet inside the hotel room. I go to the front desk and this man gets belligerent with me. He's like, no, there's nothing in the room. I'm like, yes, there is. There was a mouse puppet in the room and it's mine and I need it back. And I'm like, can't you contact the cleaning staff that cleans the rooms? And he's like, no, they don't have it either. I'm like, yes, they do. So I spent the entirety of this dream arguing with this man about why my puppet was there. And he kept like, countering and being like, no, we don't have it. Sorry. It's never gotten turned in. We don't have it. And then in the dream, I found myself, no joke, like my dreams have like lots of logical steps that
Yep.
happen. I was going on the internet on the Folk Manus website to try to find that exact same puppet, and the puppet was no longer in production. Like they don't make them anymore. And then, true to form, I double checked on the website today, and you can still get a mouse puppet, but it's white with a pink nose. They don't have the gray one anymore, like Pepito. I don't know why I dreamt this, but
Do you actually take him on the road with you?
no,
Oh, okay, okay. I was just
no.
like,
The first
oh.
time, no. I'm like, that would be weird. That would be kind of weird, wouldn't it? Grown adult takes stuffed puppet on business trip.
There's a lot crazier things out there, you know.
Well, no, I mean, there are people who have little stuffed animals that, like Biggie, for example,
Yeah,
is
exactly.
Frank's
Good luck charm.
good luck charm
Absolutely.
and his
Yeah.
traveling Sasquatch that he
Yeah.
takes with him, and that's totally cool. But no, I don't take a puppet. I don't take hand puppets with me when I go on the road. Like, let's just be honest. Like, I
Well,
don't.
some people would, some people do, and it's just I didn't know if you're that person or not. You
No,
know. Eh,
no, unless it was part of a
yeah.
specific gag. No, I would
Right.
not. I would not take it with me. But but there I was in the dream, and I couldn't find the damn puppet. And it actually was my kids. It was my daughter's puppet, and then I found it a few weeks back, and then I started doing all the Pepito videos. So that's the origin story there.
It has been asked. Emotional support puppet. That's the what
Oh my
those are the words
God!
I was trying to. Yeah. Uh,
ESP, emotional
it's
support puppet.
so it has been asked by Ashley. Are you traveling yet? Are you still
No.
okay?
As a matter of fact, I started sorting through all of my dress clothes for work earlier tonight, and I was like throwing stuff out left and right. I'm like, I'm going to donate all this stuff to Savers because the majority of it, I'm like, these styles seem outdated. I'm getting rid of them. And then I came to the realization that I have no conferences or anything to
Mm,
go to whatsoever for the rest of this calendar year. And I'm like, boop, I guess I'll just
yeah.
donate it. If someone else needs it, then they can indulge.
Let's see. We have Nick says she takes a stuffed Doyle with her when she travels, and the TSA has pulled him out multiple
A
times.
doll?
Doyle. Oh, maybe stuffed doll. Maybe that's what she meant.
Stuffed doll
Uh,
with me when I
I
travel.
don't know who or what Doyle is, but yeah, maybe yeah, yeah. Ashley, I'm sorry. Between I just yeah between mail some smiles and mailbox memories, I'm just like yeah. Maybe it's because I'm devoid of sleep, but yeah. Sorry. I'm butchering their names. I'm getting them confused, and because I'm trying to read real fast, and it's just not the synapses aren't clicking. So
All
I do
good.
apologize. Yeah,
It's late. I
yeah,
mean, it's all good.
yeah.
A friend bought her a stuffed animal that looks just like her dog,
Oh,
which is actually named Doyle in real life.
okay. There we go. There we go. We got an answer.
True story. Good
Uh,
origin story, by the way. Nick, can we see a picture of this thing? I
yes,
want
I
to
would
see a
love to see it.
picture.
And I want to know why Jennifer is posting to the group chat and not to our live feed. That's when I know. I get all these messages that people are
How are
posting
you
to the
seeing that? Oh,
group
maybe
chat
because I'm
because I get
hosting,
a
I
little
can't see
notification.
it.
I get a little notification that's like Jennifer says blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, I can't
Maybe
go
she's
there.
watching. She was here earlier. She might be
Yeah,
watching it on two different devices.
maybe, maybe.
You're like, what are you doing in the group
Yeah,
chat?
yeah,
Get out of
exactly.
there. Oh, God. Uh,
Janet says to Ashley, it's because we're IG sisters.
Aw.
Yeah. Nick says that she's going to send a photo of Doyle in in the group chat afterwards.
Yes.
Jennifer goes, "Oh no, you caught me." I'm like, "Yes, I did."
Oh, that is awesome. I try to stay off the group chat during the day because I'm like, I feel
I
like I'll just stay on there all the time.
Well, that's the thing. I have to limit my time on the group chat because I could
It's addictive.
respond and
Yeah.
I could. And we're such a chatty group anyway, so there's always something to catch up on and
There's
read
always
upon
something
and stuff.
interesting
Yeah,
happening. I'm like,
yeah.
ooh, what did I miss?
Oh, Nick. Now what's going to happen is Doyle's going to start getting postcards, and eventually he'll be getting more postcards than you. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Just ask Bacon. That's how he takes over the world. Let's see. No, I was referring to going back to your envelope. Uh, FOMO. Can someone please?
Oh, fear of missing out,
Got
FOMO.
it. Got it. FOMO. Okay, great. See, I'm bad at those acronyms. No, I do like the pattern on pattern with the stencil that you did, but what I was referring to was the pattern on the inside of the envelope versus the pattern on the outside. I think that's a lovely reveal on that particular envelope that you're working on now. Yeah, so I like that a lot. Nick says he would love that. He is already getting postcards from some of her pen pal pets.
Oh, that's fascinating. So now the
Now the
stuffed
pets
animals are
have yeah.
sending other stuffed animals postcards.
Yeah, they're
Like
gonna
this thing
rule
just
the
got really
world.
meta. Meta.
Yeah, meta.
Meta.
And what are you using for a glue sheet there?
Joanne Fabrics flyer.
Oh, cool.
Because they keep sending me these
Yeah.
emails and it's like 70% off doorbusters. I'm like, I don't need anything. And I know that if I go in there,
Well, that's how they get you.
they're
That's
gonna
the
get
thing.
me. They're
Yeah.
gonna get you. I'm like, I don't want to be
Michael's does the same thing to
gotten.
me, and like I can only I'll go to Michael's once every other week because I know that once I'm in there, $200 later, I'm
Like,
coming
you know
home
how
with
this
things I
works.
don't. Right, and I'm just like, but it was a 70% discount, and I'm like, yeah, but when you spend
Woo.
$200 on overpriced stuff, that makes up for the 70%. Yeah,
This lighting is terrible. Let's see if you guys can see it now.
I like that a
There we
lot. That's a
go.
great reveal.
And there's the front.
Now, is that a single stencil, or did you move the stencil twice?
I moved it by accident, and it was a happy accident because it made
Yeah,
kind of like these little dark outlines around
yeah,
some of
it's
these.
exactly. It makes like a shadow.
Yeah, it has a slight shadow
Yeah.
effect.
So just to let you know, Lisa Lulu Vision is in the chat, but not in the live stream. How dare she?
That is funny.
Yep.
How are you keeping, because I can't see it maybe because I'm hosting. How are you able to see that, Russ?
Because it covers your face every time. I get a little notification bubble, right, that pops
Oh,
up, and it covers your face, so it's
that's
kind of
hilarious.
noticeable. Yeah. So it covers it like, oh, there's something. Yeah.
People are going rogue. They're
Goodbye.
like, I don't
Yeah.
feel like
Bye.
going to the ATD
Yeah.
tonight, so I'm
Bye.
just going
Yeah,
to
it's
sit
just
in the
like
chat.
bye, Allison. Oh, hello, Lisa. Or bye, Allison. Hello, hello, Jen.
Oh my gosh. That is funny.
It is funny. So future Lisa, yeah, when you watch this, busted,
Future
yeah,
Lisa.
yeah. But
And
anyway,
I
that's
got a
funny.
postcard from her that her husband made, and it was so cool.
Eve is her
Yes,
husband,
so
and
unique. I
he's
love the
yeah, and
photography.
yeah, absolutely. He's has a great eye.
Very
I used to
talented.
follow him. Well, I used to follow Lisa's blog, and she would post a lot of family things and a lot of family photos and stuff like that. And Eve has a great eye. Shambhala is here.
Lisa's
Welcome.
here. No,
Lisa's
see,
here.
here she is.
See, yeah, Lisa, we were just busting you out for going to the group chat rather than the here to the ATD. So we've been talking about you behind your back, but we were just saying how great of a photographer Eve is, and how we've all been enjoying the postcards that you've been making out of his photos. So, but Lisa and I go way back. We were both big GoCo printers, GOCCO. She says her ears were ringing. GoCo printers, and it's a Japanese printing style. It's like a screen
Ooh,
printing style, and all those Chinese zodiac cards that I make, those
yeah.
are all GoCo printed. So that's and I still
So
have some of the
it's a
supplies left.
printing
It's a
technique.
technique.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Ah,
So she hosted uh, a GoCo printing postcard exchange, and so that's how she and I first met, and
awesome.
we've been friends since. Yeah. Um, Shambhala said, "Hi there. I accidentally touched something and ended up here."
Hi. That's how it usually
Yeah,
happens. No,
yeah,
well, good evening and
yeah.
welcome.
Yeah, so either you joined through my stories or through Allison's stories,
I haven't. It might have
and
been
so
through
yeah,
you, Russ. I haven't posted a
yeah,
story in quite
yeah.
a while.
Well, the stories are printed at the top, so
Oh, okay.
so she may have went up there to look at someone else's stories, accidentally touched one of ours,
Oh,
and
well,
then
no
joined
worries.
us
Well, we are
as a live.
here
But you're
Monday
more
through
than welcome.
Friday. Yes.
Yeah, this is a 1 hour crafting hour that we sit here and craft together for an hour Monday through Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern. So she is in Canada. I forget which province, but she is joining us from Canada. I want to say Vancouver, if I'm not mistaken, but
Awesome.
that could be totally wrong. I mean, maybe just pulling that totally out of the air. But I do know she's Canadian.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. Oh,
welcome.
she joined through State of the Funyon, so she
Oh,
joined through
okay.
you.
Oh,
Yeah.
funny.
Alberta. Sorry. Yes, thank you. Um,
Ah, okay.
but welcome, welcome. So we do this every night at 10 p.m. Eastern our time. We are
Every
on the East
night.
Coast. Yeah, Monday
Weeknights.
through Friday. So yeah, and you're more than welcome to come in and join and say hello, or just
And
hear us.
Russell, by the way,
Yes,
I am getting
yes,
random people. I shouldn't say random people, but folks who have not followed us for quite a while, who have just kind of resurfaced, going, I couldn't find Russell. And so then by proxy, they started looking at my handle, and then they found the IGTV recordings of the show. And one person messaged me last night, and she's like, "Oh my God, I was worried I couldn't find him, and now
yeah,
here he is. He's back." And she's like, "Is he okay?" I'm like, "Yes, his account got hacked." And
yeah,
so I have to go through the whole
yeah,
diatribe of like, his
yeah.
account got hacked, his
Right.
content got removed. He's trying to get the content
Yeah,
back, and for now,
yeah,
here's what we're doing. So
yeah,
she was very appreciative, but I just
yeah,
thought that was
yeah.
funny. I'm
No,
like,
I do.
I'm apparently Russell's messaging service
You're my
now.
surrogate. Yeah, I just and
I'm the carrier pigeon.
it's a little frustrating because I don't know how to get that word out, and I don't know if I should do something on YouTube.
It's like
You know,
how,
I was gonna,
yeah, it's like how public do you
you
want to
know,
be about it at this point?
well, I don't mind people, that we know. I don't mind anyone that's on ATD if someone asks, "Have you heard from Russ?" to say this is his new account.
Right.
You don't feel. You can feel as comfortable or not as comfortable as telling the circumstances. That's up to you. But you can direct them to my new profile if you would like. So I'm giving everyone, carte blanche to do that if it's someone that you know that is asking for me. So,
Okay.
yeah, but I don't know if I should do like a YouTube video explaining the circumstances and and saying, so it's a tough because if I do a story on this particular profile, it's the people that already know that will see it.
The
So
YouTube
there's
might have a better reach because people
right.
have probably been going there for your
Well,
content
I'm
for a
hoping, but they're
while.
not. They're not a big, not a whole bunch of views on my looking at stamps either. So I was getting more views through my Instagram than I am on. Yeah.
Interesting.
Um,
It wouldn't. I
so
guess it couldn't hurt.
yeah. So I'm still trying to figure out the appropriate response, and I do welcome everyone's concern, and I do know it's difficult to deal with when these kind of things happen. But yeah, so but I'm just trying to figure out um, the best way to do that. Janet says I wouldn't. I don't know if that means that she wouldn't go public or
I
do a
think she means
YouTube.
not go
I don't
public on
know. Yeah, yeah. So I don't. So Joe Biden is talking on DNC tonight, so we are losing some people,
Okay,
which is
no worries.
absolutely good night, Rhonda. Thank you for
Yeah.
joining.
Have a
And then
lovely evening, guys.
for Denise, um, that all we do in the event that you miss these live broadcasts, we do store them on YouTube, and we've been
Yes.
storing them on for replay. We're storing them on each of our profiles. So you can go to, say, the Funyuns IGTV channel to see reviews as well. So replays as well. So, and when I host, when we can't be joined by Allison, I put it on my profile. So
Oh, and by the way,
we like to both share the evenings when possible, but sometimes. Oh, go ahead.
I just
Go
wanted to
ahead.
let you know before I completely forget, all of the YouTube videos are now current and up to date on the
Okay.
channel. So if you have
Okay.
a
Great.
couple of other ones you want to pop
Right.
on there, they're
Okay. Great. I will do that. So great.
ready to go.
Yeah. Denise, just to let you know, what tends to happen is we both try to co-host. There are nights where Allison can't be here. There are nights when I can't be here, and so we'll many times do it singly or with someone else from the group. But whoever's hosting will post it on their IGTV channel so that you don't have to go without a night's episode if you so choose.
And by the way, I will say it was total unexpected fun. Like the couple of nights that Jim popped in and he's like, "Hey, let's color together." I'm like, "Yes, the coloring page, fun." So yeah, in the event that one of us is not here, you'll either get an hour of craft monologue, which is also okay because honestly, Russ, yours is not rambly at all. Yours is like super informative, like super detailed. I'm like, how does he know all of this stuff? Like, it's
Well,
very
no, that's
instructional. I like it.
well, no, I appreciate that. It's just I always feel that it's that self-deprecating kind of not humor and self-deprecating kind of viewing the way that we do things of ourselves or critiques of ourselves.
True.
It's just like you don't like the way that you do things sometimes, and I don't
Yeah.
like but it's in
I'm like,
reality, it's
why did
not
I
as bad.
say that? That was
Right? It's
so
not as bad.
stupid.
Yeah, it's not as bad as we each make it to be. We're just hypercritical of ourselves. Never
True.
hypercritical of each other, just of ourselves, kind of thing.
Yup.
So
Yup.
yeah, but I would love to challenge. I'm throwing this out in the last 5 minutes that we have together. I would love to challenge each and every one of you to take turns and taking what we are now calling the Phil Challenge. This is a new thing, and
Oh my
watch the
God.
show without the volume on, and then go and try to figure out what we're doing and what we're talking about, because we gesture a lot, gesticulate, whatever that word is, a lot. Um, and he said he enjoyed it so much watching the replay and finding out what we were actually talking about and what he thought we were talking about. So, yes, we want everyone to take the Phil challenge, but we want everyone to take their turn. So, if you're going to take the Phil challenge, let us know in advance so that we can make sure that no one else is doing it that night.
That is
Um,
hilarious.
yeah, and then just do a review the next day of the experience. I just thought that was so much fun, and he thoroughly enjoyed it because we were doing gestures for the sake of doing gestures, and so we'll be overly animated on the nights that people are watching
And his
without
grandma, his
sound.
grandma was like watching him. She was like, "You cannot take your
Yeah,
eyes off the
yeah.
TV. You need to watch
I
this."
still want to get that T-shirt. I got to ask my grandma first, or grandmother
Oh my
first.
god,
Yeah,
he needs a
yeah,
professional grandson
yeah,
T-shirt.
yeah,
That is so cute. Oh my gosh.
yeah. So, but yeah, that's it.
Watch with the sound
It's not
off is the Phil challenge,
challenge.
friends.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Um, and yes, that's a whole nother level of ATD. Yeah, but
That's getting a
yeah,
little
and it's
culty.
yeah, and well, I like culty. I mean, look at you and your Rocky Horror Picture Show, right? You're talking about
Yeah.
culty, yeah,
And my Sven
uh,
Gulli. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I
exactly. So
guess
but it's all coming from a place of love. So it's a culty,
it's
so the
all coming
culty
from a
love,
place of
like
awesome horror movies
yeah,
and
exactly.
classic monster
Branch
movies.
Davidians, but no, I
Oh
mean,
gosh, no! Don't
don't drink the Kool Aid.
you're gonna put
Yeah,
on a list, dude. No, no,
don't drink
no,
the Kool Aid.
no, 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 no. Like too soon? No, 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 no.
La 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 la. No 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 no. Now that would have been funny if someone was actually watching that without the sound. To come back like, what were they talking? La 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 la.
Every once in a blue moon, though, when I do the recording, the volume just like doesn't work,
Yeah,
and so it's just us going like this, and you
yeah,
can't
yeah,
hear anything.
yeah.
So
Uh,
I've had two recordings where that happened, but so far, knock on wood, that was a few months ago, so I couldn't
yeah,
upload those. But
yeah. It's all good. Yeah.
yeah,
But anyway,
it,
okay. So tomorrow will be a jelly printing night.
I guess we got no choice but to
Yeah.
jelly roll tomorrow night, and
And don't forget your stencils.
I've got
Don't
paper
forget your
saved up just for
stencils.
the occasion. Yes, I do. We can do that.
Yeah.
We can make that happen.
Because I really like the way that worked. And then, do you do a ghost printing after you do your first printing?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes. Yeah. It all depends on how the mood strikes me. So
Yeah,
I,
cool.
it's like the element of surprise, and I never know
Right.
how they're gonna look when they're done. So
Well, see, that's the beauty of the way you do it. I am so habitual
you're
in
very
that I do it
structured about how you jelly
structured.
roll.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's and so I love the way the laissez-faire attitude you have toward crafting in general.
And
To where
sometimes
I'm
I'm
the
horrified by the results.
yeah.
I'll be honest. I'm
But
like,
but they're
ugh.
not gonna
But then
they're not
sometimes
all
I'm
gonna
like, oh, this looks really
the,
awesome.
well that's the whole thing of any Nan saying good night. Um, Ashley says good night. Um, but that's that's the whole
I
artist
think
thing.
they're
It's just
getting the hook out, Russ.
no, we got 2 minutes. But I think Ashley was is getting ready to.
She's on
Yeah,
vacation.
exactly. She's on a
I
road trip.
fully get it.
Yeah. Uh, but she does say, no. This is Janet says, look at how much you've learned, Allison. She's so proud.
It's
Um,
crazy the
yeah,
amount of
yeah,
like, different
yeah,
craft things I've experimented with over these last few
yeah.
months. So, I mean, it's definitely been a productive and
And that's
entertaining few months. I will say that.
yeah, but that's the whole thing about the artistic endeavor is that they're not all going to be masterpieces. It's just continuing to create, and then of the pieces, you'll get some good ones and some not so good. But the nice thing about jelly printing is you can always use it, always reprint over the ones that you don't really care for, and to get something else that you might want later. So yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah. So you
yeah,
can kind of go over it again if you
yeah,
don't like your initial result, which it's, some of these things though, it's like you do
yeah,
the craft and it's like, "Bleh," and you
yeah,
can't redo it. You have to just scrap it.
right,
So,
yeah.
so there's that.
But then you can cut it up in little bitty pieces and do some of your mosaic stuff out of it. So yeah,
That's true.
yeah,
So there's some salvage
yeah,
ability
yeah.
there too.
So this is good night, folks. We're here to the
Yeah.
better end. It's about less than a minute left. We know you have choices of where you get to spend your time and with whom. We so appreciate you joining us and spending that time with us. It's a great community. We love having you all here. And we love being together for the 1 hour each day that we do this. So thank you for
Indeed.
joining. Have a
Indeed.
great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, guys. Have a
Bye.
wonderful evening. And we'll be back tomorrow with more jelly printing. Bye.